don't have anything against him. It's just the Genshin drama was too much. I was like, what the fuck is going on? My entire feed was like full of it. Did you watch 1 hour video? I didn't yet. I'm like at 20 minutes. So like, should I start from beginning or should I just let it keep playing from that? Yes? Start over? Oh my fucking god. I have to listen to him for 20 additional minutes, then I could have... no harassing. Start over double speed. Bro, he already talks so fast. How's my dad doing? Is he okay? My dad is like... They told me that they're... My mom told me that they're like trying to see if anything gets better currently, because my parents live like in a small, like not even a city, it's like a small town thing, and they have like not a very big hospital. So they said like for now everything is stable, but if it gets worse they have to like put him to a bigger city hospital, which I hope is not gonna happen. Like I'm just waiting for updates. Yeah. Wait, let me do this. Okay, how do I organize this? Because I wanna draw, but I also wanna watch, and I also wanna see chat. So I gotta do. My brain is a little slow today. Sorry. Boop. Then boop. Right. Get a chat monitor. I mean, I have 2 monitors and I already like... I feel like if I find out how to like... If I make it work in a smart way, I think that's all you need. You don't need more monitors, right? 3rd monitor. Huh, no, 2 is enough. 2 is enough. That's fine. 3 feels like the right amount. Bruh, okay, I do feel like I could benefit from another one, but I already have issues with my PC because of my monitors, because I don't exactly know why, but sometimes I already described these issues, especially whenever either when I open Netflix or Spotify or TFT Academy website, those 3 specific things that I do often, my monitor blacks out and then it goes back on, but sometimes that shit crashes my stream too. TFT Academy server, I think it's because they have fucking video ads on their website or some shit. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, either it was TFT Academy or it was Meta TFT. Okay, who put the fucking Skiza? Skiza. It's TFT Academy. It's like a website where you can see the how do you say this? The TFT meta TFT compositions. Basically like pre-made compositions, yeah, that are meta. Oh my god, I'm saying the same thing with different words. That sounds like GPU driver fail rather than monitor issue. Yeah, I'm not sure, and that's why I don't. Maybe I connected my monitors in wrong holes. I don't know. Why no model? Cause it's an alt stream. I usually don't use the model here. Cause I'm gonna draw too, and I don't have a lot of space for my tablet and my tripod with my camera and my keyboard. It's uncomfortable. Like, I feel more comfy without the model when I draw. Sorry, I'm choking again. So like, whenever I do stream on main with my model, just know I love you and I'm willing to sit through the uncomfortable shit just to stream like that. Why do I feel sick? Also, this fucking this tastes like iron so so much because it's an iron supplement, of course. I taste it on my tongue. Ew, yeah. Yeah. Ew. Iron tastes like iron. What? Unheard of. Ew. I got a burp. Okay, let me put a video. Okay, please don't fucking react to the fact that it's Sectone. I just want to see what he's talking about because he's diving deep in his balls into this. Holy tabs! I thought those were mine. They're not. Okay, so do I start from scratch? Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, seems we have a major controversy in the VTubing space, and the reason why I really wanted to throw my hat into the ring is because everybody who's currently involved in this drama, this debacle, I have had personal and professional experience with every single one. I would say the VTubing space is really one of the more interesting ones because
it's just funny that the big man is talking about VTuber drama.
It seems like things are fine and dandy, but the more you peel back and you go underneath the surface, you realize how fucked up VTubing is. Where everything in front of you is more so a show put on rather than actuality. VTubing is a space where if someone has drama, every single other VTuber will be so quick to cut connections, throw you underneath a fucking bus, burn a bridge, and call it a fucking day.
It is true.
Without even asking you for your side.
It is true. Yep.
I've seen a lot of people get wrong in the VTubing industry, as well as myself. 2 VTubers put a hate campaign behind the scenes on me, and I'll be real, and I mean this with no exaggeration whatsoever. There was one VTuber who reached out to me. One. A singular one to get my side. Which I feel like is
I don't know what he's talking about here, but
business is business, and I understand that a lot of people are so quick to cut off anything.
Because I only remember Genshin drama, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It is what it is. I think VTubing is the hardest industry to make true friendships in, because I promise you, the moment anything can negatively affect somebody's career, they're going to burn a bridge entirely quickly. So I wanted to see, is Cinder, and she might very well be a piece of shit. I'm just saying because I've wronged that somebody else is being wronged. Cinder might actually be a piece of shit, but I will say this. Out of all experience that I've had with Cinder, professionally and in person, been nothing but great. I think some of the best VTubers in the space that I've met so far, from what I know, are probably Aethel, Yanners, Shy Lily, Camilla, and honestly, Cinder was up there, to be completely honest. I think there's a lot of good people. Oh, also Buff Pup's also amazing. There's a lot of good people in the VTubing space, but it's very tricky, and I think a lot of misunderstandings can end someone's career. So before I do like one of these other VTubers where they immediately jump on the fucking witch hunt and immediately comment their stance before reading everything, this will be a 2-part video. I'm going to make that first and foremost. If you want to see the second part, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are going to read everybody's experience with Cinder, and then we're going to do a follow-up video once Cinder puts out her response. If that response is met with backlash, I will go over that, and that will be the end of this. But I feel like far too many people formulate their opinions without reading every single angle, and right now I'm letting you know, even if you watch this whole video, you don't know the whole truth. There's 3 sides to every story. Person A's perspective, person B's perspective, and then there's the truth. And our objective here today is to get the closest to the truth as humanly possible. I feel like a lot of people get a bad rep for no
Bruh,
reason
I
due to people
keep
just not wanting to
choking.
do due diligence, and I will today be doing my due diligence. So let's read absolutely everything. Let's get informed as much as we possibly can, and then we will go ahead and continue on from there. So, the first post was put out by
Wait, what?
Cinder,
He got banned?
obviously in response to Nanolus, which is, hello, I'm here to share something that's affected me personally and hurt others. This was very
Wait, did
hard
he
for me to
actually
feel
get
necessary.
banned?
Please
Wait,
don't send
wait,
hate.
does that mean I'm not allowed to watch his fucking shit? Wait, what? You can watch him? What the fuck?
To anyone on my behalf, this is all I want to say. By the
You
way,
can't have him
someone
live. I know
saying,
that.
Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf is the biggest load of bullshit of all time. This is going to happen no matter what you say. Now, you can tie it up in a nice little bow and try
They
to act
changed
like
the
you
rule
don't
2
want
years
harm to
ago.
go on anybody, but
Bro,
you know
who
exactly
knows?
what you're doing. This never does anything, and this is another bullshit thing that creators say where they're just trying to look good in a situation. Just edit this out. You know it's going to happen regardless. It will happen regardless, so stop acting like you're better than this. And
Okay, come on, that's unnecessary to say that. I think Nano is just generally just she's not even a conflict person. She just, bruh, like the fact she had to, even like the fact she even came out with this is like, just let her be. I don't think she wrote that with any malice. Yeah, she was gaslighted. But like, what else can you say in this kind of situation?
Cinder says, effective immediately, Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my video activities. He is no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll make a larger response when I'm able. Now, Redacted is Cinder's manager / alleged boyfriend at the time, who is seen doing some quote-unquote allegedly. By the way, I want to remind everybody what the word allegedly means in 2025. The real definition of allegedly is there are things that are said have been done. However, we don't know the full context. We don't have full proof.
It is
As of
allegedly
yet.
because
We're
like
going to
she
see what
herself did
concrete
not like make
information
it
have been
public,
brought.
so
Every screenshot tells 1,000 words. However, the context of the screenshot could tell more. We can only see what we have, and the bigger the lens can go, the more it can capture the whole details of the situation. So, this response is obviously an analyst saying that Cinder's manager / boyfriend is a piece of shit. Great. And we have some other people's perspectives as well that we're going to go into after reading all of Nano's information here. So Nano says, I wanted to share my experience with Cinder and Ren manipulating me, using me and dragging me into drama while sabotaging, slandering, and spreading lies about people who I thought were her closest friends. Not only do I no longer wish to work with Cinder, but I want to share what I've endured over the years and shed light on what she's been doing behind people's back to protect artists and friends that may be experiencing something similar. I struggled a lot with writing this document. I wasn't sure what I felt and I experienced working was real or just burnout, but I think this proves that I was lied and manipulated over the years while working with Cinder. Note, based on working with Redacted, Red, Cinder's manager, and Cinder over the years, that I am sure that they speak for each other, and there is no reason to believe Red was acting without Cinder's consent and knowledge. Whenever I use they or them, it refers to both of them acting as a team.
what?
Now,
Isn't that
this is the
bullying?
part that I find very interesting. We are trying to label someone else's
I'll only
actions
add it if he
as
has it
another
added.
person's actions, just
He
because they
likes
are
it?
simply
Do I have to add it? He himself has it? Okay. Because I don't want to fucking be a dick to someone.
in a relationship or working together.
Wait, did I add
feel
it
like
to
this is
me?
a very-
I added it to the main channel! No! No, no, no. Fuck. Okay. Okay, there.
very dangerous precedent to set, and
Did
I
I
feel
add
like
it?
it's very bad into the content creator space as a whole, due to the fact that organizations like Bishojo or
Oh
even
no, it is
OTK
added.
are
Wait, what the
often
fuck? Am I
scrutinized
stupid?
for one
Whatever.
member's malpractices being put onto every single action of every single member, which just isn't true. As well as a guy who's had some very dysfunctional relationships. I promise you, a lot of people go rogue and do shit behind your back that people can be unaware of at all times. And I think assuming this without proof is a very dangerous thing to do. However, maybe there's something down the road that will prove to me that it was
Christmas
very
set.
much premeditated. English not being my first language and the language barrier, I discussed the situation, my feelings and thoughts with native English speakers who helped me put those into
And
words.
Nana
So
is not
everything
even
without any
like that
misunderstandings
good
due
at
to lack of
English.
skills. Note, any names that are censored here are censored because the creator in question did not provide consent to have their name revealed by the time of me posting this document. Slandering other creators. I will start with screenshots showing them speak ill of other creators and spreading rumors while manipulating me. That's all in our best interest. In addition to spreading ill rumors, they also complained and accused Bao of giving their editor too much work, resulting in the editor not having any time for new clients, which will be important later on. The screenshots below show them showing their affection and appreciation immediately following, spreading rumors and lies to make other clients appear problematic, to manipulate any future decision regarding commissions. Bao, I'm very familiar with Bao. I was pretty close with Bao back in the day. With her and Vienna were part-time streamers. I encouraged them to become full-time streamers and kind of try to provide them guidance on anything they needed. We did a Phasmophobia collab probably back in 2022, back when I was living in Canada. It was very good. I've hung out with her many times in real life. Bao is, in my experience, very fun to be around. A little bit chaotic, a little bit crazy. She had some 4chan drama that I heard of, but I never looked into too much because I don't like looking into drama involving my friends or people
When
that
is
at
there
least
no
I like.
drama
I don't care
on
if Bao likes me
4chan?
back anymore. I don't care. She's a VTuber. I understand that it's very bad for every VTuber to even pretend to like me, even when they do or do not. So I don't hold it against anybody, to be honest, because I understand the VTubing area is very cutthroat, it's very backstabby, and I understand if
Now,
any VTuber were to
good
say,
one.
oh, I actually like Techie quite a bit, it would be career suicide, and to be completely honest, I've
It's
encouraged many VTubers to
unfortunately-
just not associate with me publicly.
It's unfortunately
Because
not
it'll fuck
dead
their career
anymore.
Because the internet is retarded, and they think I'm a horrible person, even though now everybody knows the truth. I didn't do anything fucking wrong, and who cares? I'm not really desperate to be in a part of a VTuber collab anyways, and I'm sure at TwitchCon we'll still hang out and get drunk. Nanolist says, of course, I wanted to understand it better, especially if I cancel for the second time. Well, this is obviously Nanolist, this is obviously redacted. Well, with blank, she's given a lot of bias and priority
I
at
think-
GS gamers.
Guys, I think Gura hacked 4chan so that it doesn't go nuclear when she announced her graduation. And then it came back when it all calmed down.
Sometimes over Cinder, and we can't really confront them about it. And plus, she's
What?
lately. Bao has been getting on our nerves for a while.
What?
She hijacked our YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. We've gotten to know her better, being friends with her, but she really rubs us the wrong way with the things she does. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artist from her.
Force
She's
and
already
hacked
taken our
it.
editor. Now,
That's
I'm
why
gonna
he's
be real.
away.
This right here, this is very common VTuber drama. I know other, maybe 5, 6 other VTubers who have stopped being friends with one another because someone's hijacking their fucking deal, someone's hijacking their editors, someone's sabotaging their debut by having a design.
Bro,
that's a
never
little too
happened to
similar.
me over
Yes,
some
it's very
fucking
petty
business
drama.
shit.
However, to act like this is only in the existence of Cinder is a little bit fraudulent.
Like, you gotta
and
be
I've seen this
careful
happen
who
to
you're
many
friends
other
with.
VTubers. However, that hasn't come to the light yet, and it probably never will, because VTubers will try at everything to never let any of their issues come to light, because the moment you get any drama, it is what it is. So far, I'm not really seeing anything crazy so far. Yeah, this is just typical petty-ass bullshit. So yeah, I don't think petty's being a crime, but let's keep going here. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artist from her, since she's already taken our editor, and I don't mean taken like he doesn't work with us anymore, he does, but he has to dedicate time for her now, and sometimes that gets in the way of our projects. Okay, that's just, okay, we're just getting to the part where we're just getting like really fucking petty. Okay, gotcha. This redacted guy really seems like a very, very, very petty motherfucker. Okay, also, one of Bao's MB editors is the one that did Boss Rush MB.
If they're
99% sure
dating,
she told him to do not anymore with
they
us.
100% were talking
Speculation.
even
We don't
worse
know
in
the whole truth.
person
But,
between
like,
each
model art is
other
the most
as a
important thing,
couple.
that's the VTuber's entire image. And Bao can provide,
So that,
proof she
like,
never
that is
asked
like
him
a
to do that. That will
filtered
also
version of
completely obliterate
themselves.
Redacted's case and make him seem even more like a fucking psycho. Well, we love working with you. Cinder wouldn't be Cinder without Nano. Okay, but like, let me tell you the tea about the MV thing. Bao had original songs last year that had MVs as her editor, and the songs flopped. Her editor met us at TwitchCon, was saying that he'd love to work with us, practically jumping through hoops to get something planned. We managed to have some squeeze the Boss Rush MV between his work with Bao. He says he loved working on it, super excited with the most important next MV project. Boss Rush song Blow Up, and he's credited as the editor. I asked him when he's ready to do the next project. All of a sudden, he changed his mind, and the only one working with Bao going forward, no explanation. Monka. There's some context missing. We know Bao behind the scenes, but basically we don't have an MV editor now for our next Boss Rush project. We think Bao got the editor in the original song
Holy
MV for a friend,
skiza.
not knowing it did 100 times better than the original songs last year that she locked in. No one else could work with them. And then he could make it public on Twitter that he was only working with her going forward, like a literal announcement tweet. And now she's been barking up the tree of one of our live 2D animators, so like, and you, and a nano model. Yeah, looking for me sounds sus for sure. It's so annoying. I don't know, man. Oh. She has a way of guilt tripping people to get her way. All right. I can see how if Redacted thought all this was true, it could be pretty bad. However, if this is going off of just a gut feeling, this is very dangerous. I think Bao could do a great job of just providing screenshots of the conversations he had with the aforementioned parties to really clear her name of this shit. Should be pretty easy if it's on Discord DMs.
Bro,
However, it could be
aren't
on
you
call,
fucking
could be on
friends
Twitch
with
call, we
her?
don't know.
Talk to her
But
about this
obviously,
stuff.
this is a pretty shitty thing to accuse
Like,
somebody of without
what?
any proof.
Why are you
Especially
going
somebody
behind the
Bao's trying
back
to work
and
with.
shitting?
Red asked me to cancel one of their closest friends, Bao, by asking me to cancel my work in progress. Manipulating me to think it was okay because since she has many connections and she'll be fine anyways. So I wouldn't feel guilty about it, worried too much, and it was upsetting to me that Red conned me specifically checking in on me canceling a model I had planned with Bao. Did you cancel models? I did not. Nano Arc delayed to 2026. I'm scared to cancel with Bao. You shouldn't be. She has so many connections. She'll find someone super fast. Did you already design her outfit? I remember her showing us to us at WeebCon. Yeah,
I believe like I mean I had some stuff with Bao previously. Like it never was public. It never will be. But like we talked in the end. There was time when we were not talking, but then we talked it out like fucking adults, and everything is fine now, and we're cool with each other, and you know everything's fine. When this person and I wasn't even that close to Bao as like Cinder, so like when you're that close, why can't you like talk about these things? Like, what, bro? Like, hello?
Design for free as an apology gift. Okay, that's really scummy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now we're 12 minutes in. Great. We're starting to see the scummy nature come through. This is obviously not a good fucking look. Obviously, we're getting levels of pettiness that's fucking ridiculous.
Like nowadays,
and also sabotaging.
I think nowadays Bao is like, I think she like, not that she like not avoids drama. She's like, how do I say this? I want to believe she's a lot better than before, basically.
I feel like it's fucking outrageous. So this is getting worse and worse for Redacted. The only thing that I'm not seeing yet is any proof that Cinder was involved in this whatsoever. Yeah. I'm waiting to see that. I am waiting to see that. Okay. In the messages below, they mentioned wanting an exclusivity contract.
I mean, I imagine if you if you, how do you say this? If you, oh my god, what's the word? If you do Corpa stuff a lot, it's bound to happen that you get scammed and stuff, right? Well, it seems like that's the fucking case, because it seems like everyone is seeking out to fucking scam you. So that is, like, very unlucky. But, like, your own friends, like, trying to do scummy things to you, that is, like, reading that was, like, so heartbreaking. Yeah, even unproblematic people get dragged into drama. Oh my god, like, so, like, I was dragged into drama that had nothing to do with once or twice. Like, there were a few times I was like, what the fuck? Why are you dragging me into this bullshit, bro? What the fuck? Like, there were people, like, assuming I'm, like, saying something about someone, and then I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never even spoke to that person in my life. I'm like, what the hell? Bro, what?
That's fucking insane. But rather than when a worker from their blacklist comes just asking for permission, they would guarantee me model work for Cinder only, and if anyone asked
Like,
for permission, they could
I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine. I honestly don't fucking care if there's, like, more shit like that that's being said about me, and, like, it's like, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Instead, it got to me from not working with other creators. This felt very strange, given that one of the accusations they made was overworking their editor, yet their solution to me working with other creators was for them to basically overwork me to keep me from working on other projects. The messages below show that their primary concern is that the more non-standard models I make, the less valuable my existing models become. It's hard to see how much this messes with my mind as an artist that by working with other people, I'm somehow making my existing models less special. That's bullshit, by the way. It's a completely fucking nonsensical argument. It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You got to let the artist do whatever's best for the artist.
Fits so well when he's repeating.
Sitting with the blacklist, saying I'm not allowed to work with any new clients or create any new outfits in VTuber 1, specifically in justifying those by saying things that with each model my art becomes less unique and get less special. Therefore, Cinder will somehow become less special. The idea that my work as an artist and designer is devalued by working with other people is insane and hurtful. After realizing what really means my work with my mental health, I backed out. I think it's a great call. I think if anybody tries to monopolize you without proper compensation, without you wanting to do that, that's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Now, I will 100% admit, I had an editor called Tracho, and I paid them fucking ridiculously. I'm talking like like 8, 9 grand a month for maybe like 20 hours of work a week, right? Maybe that. And I'll admit, when they took other clients to work with, it obviously fucking sucked because like the reason why I was paying them so much is because I did want them to be exclusive. But rather than just say, fuck you, you're gonna do what I want, I said, all right, man, well then I need someone who can dedicate more of their time to me so we can just go our separate ways. And it was
There's nothing wrong asking an artist if they can be exclusive with
and it
you,
worked out great.
but
you can't
not in
forcibly
the
monopolize
way
someone, right? If you want to dedicated work, you got to make sure that it's in both people's interest. I would never, ever try to get someone to do that against their own wants and needs, right? And now I have an editor that just says, yeah, I just like editing for you. And that works better because, you know, obviously things are very sporadic. However, I pay my editors quite fucking handsomely. Yeah. And I also really like giving them a profit share of what I have to do what I need them to do. That way, when I do good, we both do good, which is great. Let's keep going here. I mean, like, if we want to have some kind of model exclusivity, what would you need to make that sustainable for you? Okay, that's a fair question to ask. That's
like
a very fair question. I think that's completely fair. Maybe you can share one of your ideas and I can check what I think. Okay, so I got some ideas for this. I was driving, what are you thinking? So ask for help from my friends. They don't know it's you, don't worry. A monthly fee, calculating my monthly earnings. Also, how long will this be? And if this counts for models I already worked on. Well, I think the main things we're looking for are you to not take on any brand new model clients and to not make any new model outfits with blank again. You'd still be able to work on models' outfits with all of your existing labels or with all your existing babies, and your artwork comms wouldn't be affected. One of our concerns that more nano babies means nano models don't have the same value anymore. And second is that there's a
why are you trying to get rid of Silver when she was like your inspiration?
Maybe not any new babies at all. The reason why I brought this up is that there's been a lot of bias with another one of our partners with certain creators, and we'd rather these creators not have what makes Cinders unique, which is your artwork.
Pay up.
Oh man. Yeah. So obviously VTuber culture's kind of cringe. They call your VTube rigger and creator your mother or father, and they call the rig that they make their babies, right? So it's a little bit
there's
cringe,
definitely
but
more
that's just
drama
kind of to be
behind.
known in VTubing culture. It is what it is. What about we can pay blank for you and you don't have to discount from next payment, and we'll continue giving you lots of models to work with, I think for this year right now. But you don't work with blank, blank, or blank at all again, models or art. I don't think you've ever done anything with blank or blank before.
How much for Anny
the
exclusivity?
AFK.
I don't
Is there any way to
have
add a little
the
bit more
offer.
blank? Still ask for art every now and
I
then.
don't accept, I
do
mean.
it like when blank asks for art. You tell her no and then tell us to buy another art piece. Like, so you still get a job from it. Yeah. I don't know who blank is, but they really fucked up, guys. This is reaching critical levels. This is reaching critical levels of pettiness. No blanks.
Yep.
This made my stomach drop to read. It makes me very sad to have to do things that come out like this. Sending Nano and Bao so much love. What about we can pay Komori for you and you don't have a discount from the next payment. We'll continue to give you lots of models to work with. You don't work with Bao, Cotton, or blank at all again?
Silver.
It was about Bao and Cotton. I will also say, Cotton is one of the nicest VTubers I've ever met in my entire life. I think Cotton is fucking awesome. A absolute joy to interact with. So that's a fucking shame. Jesus. I wonder why the animosity towards Bao and Cotton. That is so interesting. So this is getting worse. This is getting worse and worse and worse. Once again, I think we can confirm that Redacted, at this point, isn't really in that good of a spot. Pretty stinky, guys. Pretty fucking stinky. Let's keep going here. Another example of speaking ill other creators after I was working with Shy Lily, trying to once make the idea of working with other clients seem like I am setting myself up with problematic people who will do me no good in the long run to get me to reconsider working with them.
Drop a dog on there's what the fuck are you talking about?
Up, and immediately went into slandering Lily. I do not tolerate Lily slander ever. She is a sweet as a gumdrop.
Stop schizoing.
They consistently try to reassure me that despite their best efforts, they just happen to keep trying to bring drama in as reasons for me to go exclusive, and that working with only Cinder is them trying to look out for me. Hey, Nano, do you have any more plans with Lily besides just the model? Like outfits or merch or anything? Been just the model so far, okay? Her asking you for a model recently just made the antenna go up. She's been acting weird towards Cinder lately. We don't know if anything's going on. Oh, that's weird. Ever since after V-Card launched, what do you consider weird? Lately dipping out of collabs they were both a part of last minute, and now ghosting her messages. Cinder's rated her a couple times in the past week, and Lily won't acknowledge Cinder by name. Just like pretty weird stuff, I don't know. That's super
This
weird.
was this month.
The same store. Around V-Card's launch, they were talking and collabing, and I don't know what happened, but her asking you for a model after that was just weird, even though she said she doesn't plan on getting a new model anytime soon. Cinder Omega Wall. I don't know. Hate that we keep bringing you into drama, Pepe Hands. Yeah, I thought it was quite early to go for a new model. Blank looked a bit menacing, so I don't talk to her. Feels like we're going to have to compete with Lily if she's ghosting Cinder and she wants the same model mama.
What?
Jesus.
What?
The idea that
What
they
the
need to stay
fuck?
informed and engage competition is extremely upsetting and toxic to me. The competition they're referring to are people that I thought were friends who always helped and supported the platform Cinder. When I pushed back, the immediate response was blaming the other creators, implying they initiated it by trying to work with me, that somehow just by their actions, they imply Lily ignored Cinder when she spent over a minute thanking the raid, which you can see in this clip. Brother brought receipts.
Let's see how she ignored
Ignore
her.
what you just saw.
Okay.
Ooh! Oh my goodness! Hello! Oh! Hello, Raiders! Hello, hello! I am playing Berserker. The last, it's called the last.
That's
Berserker
ignoring.
Kazan. We were sponsored, but the game was really fun, so I just kept playing for
It's
like
a good-ass game.
a million more
I
hours.
plan on playing this very soon.
Hello, hello, everyone! Hello, hello!
How could you?
The Pyropop raid! Hello, Pyropops! What did you guys do? I am low-key addicted. I usually... Okay, so most people know me for my gacha addiction, but I really like Souls-like games and similar mechanically challenged games. This game feels like a really cool... Oh, Cobblemon. Oh, shit. I wanna play Cobblemon too. That's sick.
Just
Was
because
that
she
rating
didn't
me?
say
Okay,
her
so usually
her name.
it's. Do you have you been on Twitch for a while? It used to be hosting. Well, it isn't really hosting. Like rating is basically throwing someone's community into someone else's chat. You know, it used to be the host feature back in the days. Except when hosting, you kind of were more or less forced offline. But when raiding, you can technically stay online and go back online. But people just use it as the host feature. As
You
the
have to be
replacement for the host
schizo.
feature that was discontinued.
I'm going to try to get full context.
Cobblemon for 7 fucking hours. You know what? That's base as fuck. I get it. I get it. Let me just go kill this one. This one is tough. He's so fast.
I think you're retarded if you get so upset that they just didn't say your name, but thanked you and your community for the raid. Straight up. Straight up. Like, you're just reaching so hard at that point, man. Straight up. You are reaching so hard. Like, she acknowledged the raid. She acknowledged literally the pyro pops. You think that, bro, I've even raided Shy Lily, and she goes, Eggy raid! Thank you so much! Thank you. Hello, little Eggies. How was the stream? Like, bro, she didn't thank me for my raid properly enough. This is bullshit, man. What the fuck? They didn't say thank you good enough. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is reaching critical levels of delusion right here. Let's keep going here. And also, let's just be completely real. Let's say Shy Lily did have a problem with Cinder, and she didn't want to say the name. She has every right to do so. Who cares? Straight up. Like the fuck? Like what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Is this JD Vance? Where's my thank you? Like, this is crazy, bro. Once again, I have not seen anything directly tying into Cinder at all. So, let's keep going here. Real, is it just Cinder and blank you've been doing continuous model outfits for? That name is probably Bow, because the blank is so small. We'll have the demon update list, final arcade reference for you soon, as referenced. I think it is an outfit for blank plan 2. Also forgot blank. Also for blank got nothing now new. She always comes up with something. Do you know who's rigging Lily's model? Gonna be blank. Thanks, Nano. Sorry for all the questions. She's got to stay informed, especially when it comes to our top artists. Never a break. Don't worry if the stress is too much with the side of things. It's bad for balding. Okay. Well, okay. So I am name dropping this document. Great. I'm gonna go bald now. I'll keep you in the loop about anything else going on with that. The balding? No, you fool. Just stupid drama. Gotta stay competitive even when we shouldn't have to. Also, your profile picture seems like a guy with a mustache. Don't go too far on the competitiveness. It can get bad. Gotta chill sometimes. Hey, it's not us caught. We aren't the ones getting a model from the artist of the other GamersUp's owner out of the blue and ghosting them and refusing to acknowledge them. Brother, she literally said Pyro Pup. How is that not acknowledging them? Like, legit. If someone were to say Eggy Raid, it's fine. Pyro Pup Raid, who cares? Roach Raid, who cares? Guys, okay, let me ask you a question. We're gonna do a little bit of Q&A. If someone were to say Eggy Raid, who are they talking about? Who? Tectone. If someone were to say Roach Raid, who are they talking about? Asmon. If someone were to say Kirby Raid, who are they talking about? If someone were to say Slime Raid, who are they talking about? If someone were to say Pyro Pup Raid, who are they talking about? This shit is such a reach, it's insane. It is. It's such a reach. Let's keep going here. Below, I wanted to push back and make clear I was uncomfortable being dragged into the drama. They responded by bringing up more drama and baseless claims, all while trying to guilt trip me. It is ironic and crazy to me that I mentioned not wanting to be dragged into personal issues, only for them to, on multiple occasions, mention other people's alleged drama. Cinder, oh, here we go. Finally, some screenshots from Cinder. And we will read this in
55.
1 second. So now we got into the real meat and potatoes of all this shit, huh? Okay, here we go. Cinder, just want to say sorry for stepping back on the exclusivity deal. Wanted to apologize personally to you since I've only talked with that about Red. So this is confirming that they have had no pre-existing conversation about any of this shit besides with just Red. Okay, so let's see. After all, Blank's still a client, makes me anxious and kind of destroys my mental to do this kind of deal. Just wanted to let you know I still love working with you in Red, but I'll understand if things doesn't work out because of Blank. I just love my clients, that's all. I get it, Nano, and it was unfair to push this on you, but it's just really confusing going back and forth about it. Ooh. Cinder confirms that everything Redacted is saying, she backed. And she knew. Oh, man. That is bad. She will be seen as a backstabber and a quote-unquote overly competitive VTuber that is not there to make friends and is there for business only. Now, I will be real. And here's the part that you guys don't get. A lot of VTubers are like that. But they hide it very well. But getting outed as this, I mean, I'll be real. I know at least 8 VTubers that are exactly the same as this. To be completely real. But they just haven't been outed yet. That's what's fucking crazy. Yep. It's cutthroat as fuck. It is. It is cutthroat as fuck. Oh, man. I don't even want to vaguely allude to who these people are either. I know a lot of VTubers, by the way. I know a lot. I used to be known as the VTuber guy. I probably used to know like 80, 90, spanning from like 10K viewership to like 50. I talked to them all. I used to collect them. And man. And the low CCV VTuber drama is even crazier. You still are now? No. Dude, me talking to a VTuber, they're just not going to want to do that, right? They're not going to want to do that. Drama and controversial friendships is just going to make you look fucking bad. Dude, I can't tell you the amount of harassment Nanners got for simply being my homie. And I felt horrible. And I was like, Nanners, we should just like not talk. Because like I don't want to see you have to go through this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it for them. It's insane. Nux doesn't count. Nux is hardly a VTuber.
Perfect background noise.
Your collabs are so good, man. It's like, yeah, but I would never
update.
want to cause any of my friends any negative PR. I would never want to do that. All right, cool. Even if we never talk again, I'm okay with that. I just want people to live a good life. Whether I'm in it or not, it's cool if I can be, but if not, it's all right. I have a very full life here. I have a beautiful friendship. I have a beautiful girlfriend, and I'm probably going to be married in the next like year or so, next 2 years or so. Probably have a kid like the next 3 years. I'm not really worried about it too much. I just get compared to her a lot, even still today, and it's always like I'm living in someone else's shadow, which is one of the reasons why Red asked about not making any more models for her. And when you said, I understand if things don't work out, it makes you feel like you're okay with not working with me anymore, which hurts so much after all this time. I really appreciate you, Nano, and it's your decision who you ultimately work with, but this is how ultimately I've been feeling. I don't really see... Ooh, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. The guilt trip is fucking insane. Oh, man, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, my God. I need to tweet this out. I got to tweet this out. I'm only 20% of the way through reading all of the documents. And this is such a bad look. Holy shit, Lamau. You need to treat every DM like one day it will be public. You need to. Treat every DM as a content creator. This is so bad. Jesus. I don't really see the point of keep thinking about me being compared to Blank. You're so much bigger already. You've done so much more. But I would never give Blank any priority over you. There's also not any model of her being discussed, and I just want to keep that clear-minded. Also, I'm fine not doing her models, but at least GamerSup's art would be fine with me. I don't want to 100% be an asshole to her at all. Dude, this might lose her GamerSup's partnership. I mean, I've only had GamerSup's be angry at me one time. And that was when I was getting sent like death threats and harassment on DMs. And some guy called me the hard R. So I screenshotted that and I posted it on Twitter. And I was like, this is what I get sent every day, by the way. And then I get a call and they're like, hey man, maybe we don't post the hard R on Twitter, huh? And I'm like, I wasn't even the one who said it, but I totally get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. She's co-owner? I know. It's not me, but other people's opinions of us, and I'm just trying to not get involved in any drama that other people want to get talked about comparing us. But I understand where you're coming from, Nano. There's no hard feelings. Sorry about this. My mental is just a bit weak. Same, girl. I'm sorry for bringing this to you. I want you to get that money. The whole situation is kind of sucky. I just want to get along. I understand if things don't work out. About this, it would be mostly if you hate me for not burning Blank down for my list. I would never hate you. Thank you and same. I'm just an insecure bitch. I love everything we've done together and I want to keep doing more. People saying dumb shit online just makes me stressed. Justifying her behavior by stating, oh my God, there's more Cinder DMs. Justifying her behavior by saying they're simply looking out for me when none of this has anything to do with me to begin with. And manipulating me to be being grateful for earning well thanks to them despite the loss of work from long-term returning clients and new clients. This is pretty stinky. Another example of going after other clients of mine from before. I'm going to be real. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be 100%. You guys know me. Anybody who I've ever considered my friend, I will have their back regardless whatsoever. I did send Cinder a DM. I did. I sent her one about 2 hours ago. And I said, just letting you know, before formulating my entire opinion, I want to let you know that whenever you get ready for a statement, it better be damn good, and you better triple read everything and make it as clear, as concise, with as many receipts as possible. I try to help everybody out when they have the back against the wall, when it's not a good look, because I just want to know the truth. I backed up Asma when he was in shit. I backed up Emmy when he was in shit. I even backed up Rich Campbell. I did. I even backed up Mizkif. I backed up Mr. Pokey, backed up Genizad, backed up St. Totas, because I don't really care about joining any hate train. Before I know both perspectives, I don't want to know shit. I just don't, right? Like, I want to know the whole truth before I formulate an opinion on anybody. And that is why when I go hard on someone, it's usually because they fucked up. But right now, I'm letting you know from these screenshots, it would take an act of God to clear her name and put her in the right. This is going to be a massive PR nuke to Cinder. And the reason why that excites me is once people are cast out, then I get to do shit with them again. Hey! Hey, come on over! Let's play some golf with friends, man. You back them up, they backstab you. It's a tale as old as time. Am I really surprised? No, not really. It is what it is. Let's keep going here. Have I read Bao's documents yet? No, I have not. We're only on nanos. Another example of going after other clients I've mentioned before, claiming that having more clients alongside them makes my work less special with the recruitment of it's just business. Manipulating me into thinking that working with her is a special for multiple reasons, that I risk losing that special something as I lose the client. I prefer to work with others. No acknowledgement of my reasoning and need of working with other clients due to the nature of my work, solely focusing on their issues. I would like to also note again that this screenshot is one of many occasions that indicate that Red speaks on Cinder's behalf. And at this point, I actually fully agree. I was originally concerned with everything going through Red. I want to make a notepad of all this. Redacted is Cinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed. Cinder knew everything. Redacted. Said Red/Sin were attempting to monopolize an editor/artist against their desires, guilt, tripped, and manipulate them into doing their work and no one else's. Great. This is pretty fair so far. Okay. This sucks. This sucks. As a person who greatly likes Cinder, this really sucks to see. However, am I surprised? Not really. Am I surprised? Not really. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be real. I know other creators who have done this, and I'm still cool with them. I'll be real. This to me, I don't really give a fuck about, to be honest. But this in the VTubing space, it's career suicide. Straight up. This to me, I'm like, okay, so you wanted to do better as a content creator. You wanted to get a bag. You wanted to have dedicated workers. I get it. You know, you trying to grow. You're a grinder. You're business focused. I get it. But in the VTubing space, horrific. Any slight drama of you're not part of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic clan, get the hell out, sister. We only like good vibes and positivity only. Hey, Cinder, hope you're doing okay. I talked with Red, and I believe he talked to you already. I thought it'd be best if I just check here personally. Actually, I want to know better your thoughts, because Red tried to talk to me, and I think there's a misunderstood things. Keep in mind, this is from 2023. I'm doing good. What's up, Nano? Oh, it's mostly about this. Not discredit any of your work, because everything you work on is the top of the line, incredible. But when everyone's Nano baby, it feels less special to be one if that makes it worse. Okay, so this is her saying redacted his words. I understand what he means, but at the end of the day, it's just business. It is, to be fair, just business. Of course, we love working with you and want to keep working together, but if you prefer to work with other clients instead of me, I know it's for a reason you helped grow and not because you don't like me. Being one of your very first model babies is so amazing. To be fair, Cinder's model is great. Her tits are quite huge. I was happy to be able to find someone to help you with live 2D cutting to improve your skills, and I think it's a big part of why everyone loved the 1.0 model and then started asking for them. Vienna nod. Love that emote. I can have Red send you a list of our plans for the future and estimated due dates. So just let us know what you actually want to work on. That way I have time to look for someone else if you don't have time for my projects or want to do them. It feels special to only have your model art for all my outfits, but just let me know if you don't have time to be an exclusive Nano art baby anymore. It's no personal reason. I would never do something like this to you or anyone, but yeah, it's important for my job to reach far, and I like working on different projects and people. I never ever said that I don't want to work with you anymore. I told Red that even though I have other works, we'll always have a way to keep you a priority spot when possible. You'll always be my special baby. I also think it's very important to work on projects you're excited about. So I'll go through my plans with Red and send you our ideas if it's possible for your schedule. I know he can be a little pushy sometimes, but it's because he's doing business for me to grow too, and he absolutely loves your work as much as I do. It's okay. We'll up you guys ASAP. Sounds good to me. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yucky, yucky, yucky. You have to understand that as a VTuber, even the most untalented VTuber can average 200, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 viewers if their model is good enough. I understand the desire of Cinder and Redacted to want to lock down Nano, one of the best riggers in the space, to enhance their business. However, the way that they're going about doing it is cringe, and also, goddamn, this coming to light looks fucking terrible. But I like Cinder's tits. I'll be real, man. I think at this point, someone would be an idiot to simply not watch a Cinder stream because she's very business-minded and cutthroat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna make it something. I'm gonna just tell you guys something horrible about myself as well. I don't care. Other CCs won't tell you this shit, but I will. And once again, this is not in the defense of Cinder, but to say that being business-minded and cutthroat is fucked up, I don't care. I'll be real. Do you guys want to know why I stream at 9 a.m. CST every day? Because it was Enviosity's time slot. Straight up. And I said, this guy's a piece of shit. Bro wants to call me competitive? Okay, great. Let's see how well you do when we're in the same time spot. Don't care. And sometimes I would go live at 8:30 to get a 30-minute rev up before he went live. Envy isn't your friend, though? That's true. That is the big difference. I've never done that to one of my friends. And that's a great perspective. And that is something I did not consider. Thank you, chatter. That's why you're here. You're right. This is actually incredibly more fucked up because it's their friends. Great perspective. I cannot believe I had a shortcoming like that. Let me write this down. What Cinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friends is a whole different story. Great perspective, chat. That's why you're here as well. I actually just completely forgot they were friends. Sorry, I'm just usually every content creator relationship just being fake as fuck, which is why that completely slipped my mind. Yeah, sorry, the PTSD kicked in. I just assumed they didn't even fucking fuck with each other like that. That's a great perspective, Jenna. Thank you, man. Okay, great. Let's keep going into this now with the introspective that these people are supposed to be friends. But if your friends is competitive, shit on them. Well, I don't think they are. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I'll be real. I mean, at least Lily. You think Lily's competitive at all? Absolutely not. She's just a goofy VTuber, man. I'll be real. I love Lily so much. She's so sweet. She's so nice. She just goes live and does whatever, whenever. She doesn't really care. I think VTubers. I think she's great. I think Lily is definitely top 3 VTubers of all time. For sure. Lily barely even streams anymore. Really? I wonder why that is. All right. So it's about working with Cinder. My friends told me it's a bit unfair for me to stop working with other models, so I do more for Cinder, which I agree with them. I'm a free artist. I should do whatever I want to do. I don't want to take sides on any drama or situations. I still will always have a way to have open slots for Cinder, but I won't be having her as my only customer. I agree, you're a free artist, you should do what you want, but I was under the impression that taking on more Cinder work is what you wanted to do. I didn't think that we were, like, making you do that. Guess we have a misunderstanding on both sides. It's more about this. Oh, I see. I mean, what I said is still true about how we feel, but I wasn't saying you had to only do Cinder work from now on. That's with anything, though, not just your work. If you have something special and then everyone wants and gets in that thing, it makes it less special. I'm sorry you're under the impression we were trying to make you do
also
order
make
for
the
us.
point that it's extra fucked up considering Cinder and Shy Lily are not just friends but also business partners in gamers/fee cards.
Absolutely. 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 I will keep things more business talk and less emotional, lol. Just let me know how this affects your schedule so I can tell Cinder after. Sorry for the stress, Nano. This is revisionist history. It's very obvious that they were trying to lock him down despite what he wanted, 100%. Or this guy's severely autistic. But every single model I do is unique, and I make them special in their way. It's not like I'm selling Cinder to everyone. Please don't feel this way. No, I know you pour your heart out and soul into your models, and they're all incredible. I'm sorry I made you feel this way both as well. It's simply business. Normalizing the behavior once again by saying that it's simply business to sabotage other VTubers' careers and not work with them and focus on Cinder instead. It's okay, Nano, you're just making a living and making a name for yourself, and I can't believe you're accepting work from another big name in the industry and having very desirable talent. If you end up filling your model schedule again like it was, let me know. We'll have to replan some things depending on that. Thank you for understanding my side. We all trying to have our name somewhere. We just don't take this personal or anything. I still love working with you guys. And again, apologize for the trouble on your plans. I'll still revisit my list and see what I got. Business is business. If you want to go through the projects we talked about and let us know which ones you'd like to do too. Is this about blank model Nano? Yeah, I want to take it, but I don't want to disrespect Cinder. I just want to do pretty models, no hurt feelings. Business is business. Nano, you're a freelance artist and Blank is a longtime client. So it makes sense to continue doing work for her, and I understand the logistics of it. At the end of the day, you didn't do what's best for you. I really appreciate you understanding my side. I really do understand your side too, but sadly it's something between you two and not me. I shouldn't involve this fight. I just go art burr. True. Right, I know. I just didn't think our conversation sounded like I was trying to make you work with her on a model like Blank specifically. Maybe I just get into the situation way too much. My mistake for thinking this way. No, don't gaslight the fucking guy. Oh my God. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Redacted, gaslighting, nanoless, using revisionist history. Great. Maybe I just consider the situation too much. My mistake for thinking this way. It's okay. But are we good for real? This feels like a weird breakup. I'm stressing. Me and you are good, but I still have to tell all this to Cinder. It'll be fine. Don't worry. I think she's still sleeping. Damage control. Making sure none of this reaches the other VTubers is all kept hush-hush, while also providing proof that they know what they do is ill-intended should not get out, as it would cause issues for Cinder's career to be painted in this light. Note that the uncalled shot at VTuber 1 is even spoilered, a hidden message in Discord, so it wouldn't be accidentally leaked. Very interesting. Yeah. Oh, man, it keeps getting worse. I try to be as transparent as possible. I think it's more fair to be for both sides this way. You didn't tell Blank you canceled because of Cinder, did you? No, I told them because of health issues. Ghost emoji. I would never blame anyone besides Blank. Keck W. Lol. We never want to make you feel like we're making you or forcing you to work or not work on something, especially if it's something you don't want to do or not do. And our conversation the other day wasn't meant to convince you of only doing Cinder's work. Again, sorry if it sounded like I was telling you to only do Cinder work. I'll message you later. Well, let's see if Blank wants to stand in a model or not, and hope Blank finds someone else. The concept with VTuber 1 and claim that she is asking for it by causing this unspoken competition, we just go from absolutely no other source than Cinder herself. Who is this Blank? I'm going to assume, I would assume it's Shy Lily, but I don't want to assume, right? The name spacing makes me think Cotton or Shy Lily. I'm not sure who it is. It's not Bao, the Blank is too big. I think it's Cotton or Lily, but we'll see. It's far too hard to assume, and we should never assume. It could also be Silver. That's very true. I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Cinder, even though it literally doesn't matter. I feel like there's this unspoken competition between them, like they need to one-up each other because Blank can't get along. But also I understand her point of view. A new VTuber who people say looks, sounds, and acts like you becomes just as successful as you in a year. That's very true. That's very true. That is a lot of VTubers. A lot of people copy Vebe. A lot of people copy Shy Lily. A lot of people copy Neanders. It's very, very, very true. Very interesting. Like, at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She's got there on her own merits, just like you did, to get along. And the marketing potential and money could make up if they teamed up. I just know anything we do, she's watching will take form or try to outdo. Oh my God, you know the spinning figure we have on Steam? Figure was announced on Wednesday, no spinning figure. Cinder debut Saturday, everyone hears about it. Figure announced, spinning figure on screen with figure right next to it. Stream yesterday, first stream since Cinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure with exclamation point figure next to it. Well, this is a good hint for who this could be. And I'll be real, it could just be similar deliverables. And the idea was good, so let's use it. This is not a big deal at all. This is reaching new levels of petty and schizoing. Then like a month later, unfollowed her on Twitter and started taking her ideas, Cinder's ideas, like the flames. And now she's basically rebranded to more of a fire Cerberus, using fire emojis all the time. Never did that before. It's funny because she used to call herself a hellhound, but stopped when Cinder grew past her and now uses Cerberus or Cyberpup. Who is this? It's Spite? Are we doing some good research here? Spite. Okay, I totally see the similarities. To be completely fair, I get it. I've never heard of Spite a single time in my entire life. Great fucking username though. Great username. Do we wait, hold the fuck up. 2023. Why are we worried about somebody with 200 viewers? Wait, this is levels of paranoia that are insane. Brother, you have 20 times their viewership. Okay? Well, this is just like, they're doing a lot of this out of spite, huh? Now, I'll be real. I can understand how a VTuber might get very pressed for someone copying their shtick. I mean, we saw how upset the internet was with that other person trying to copy Shy Lily's shtick. We all remember that. So I can understand this, but this seemed like a worry that just didn't need to happen. Yeah. The unfollow was weird? Yeah, so it's like there was an unprovoked tweet from her, like, I didn't copy anyone else for my design. My design is all me. This is who I am. Like, huh? Who are you saying that to? Oh, lol. On random Cinder clips on YouTube, there was one dedicated blank fan, probably Bao, or someone she knew, I don't know, that would come with these clips saying, like, when are you going to clip blank? Only on Cinder clips. Probably only clip spied. I'd like to highlight the irony of expecting to be entitled for recognition for her own efforts and size, when her own efforts are tied to sabotaging the very same VTuber, also feeling entitled, insisting to be recognized by someone else is odd. Thank you for taking time to read through everything. I hope everything makes sense and everyone who has been hurt, manipulated, or sabotaged by her will find closure. Okay, so I want to make this very clear. I think Nano is in the right. I do. I do think Nano is in the right 100%. I think the way they handled that with those people involved is very petty, very manipulative, not healthy whatsoever, and it's honestly shocking how Nano had all of those screenshots to prove every claim. Like, I'm gonna be real, if you're sending DMs like that, you're fucking dumb. Like, Jesus. There's another doc on Cinder. Oh yeah, we're gonna read that right now. Okay, so what we can conclude from document 1. Here we go. Redacted is Cinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed Cinder knew everything Redacted said. Red Cinder were attempting to monopolize and edit our artists against their desires. Guilt tripped and manipulated them into doing their work and no one else's. What Cinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friends is a whole different story. Redacted gaslighting Nanolist using revisionist history. I think these are all great pieces. These are good takeaways. Great. All right. Now, let's...
Chat, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go for today. So I need to call someone. I need to call Saru. I'll see you another time, okay?